all the blue suit, but I didn't see anybody snap the pictures. All right, the brand new owners of the Hammerhead Gym are here, and I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself as I get myself untangled from all the paperwork, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So my name is Bob Closson. And,
nice and close, Bob.
Oh, yep.
There we go.
All right, Bob Closson. And my wife Shannon and I and our co-partners bought Hammerhead Gym.
Very nice. And where are you guys from? You're not from town, right?
Introduce
oh, sorry.
I'm Sarah McCormick. My husband Armand actually just left this morning. He had to go. We're from Iowa, so he had to drive back home.
So
drive back home?
Yeah.
Whoa. Are you all from Iowa?
We're all from Iowa, yes.
So Iowa, Fort Myers Beach,
How did that
little
happen?
far apart.
Yeah, so 25 years ago, my father-in-law and mother-in-law brought us down here for vacation, and originally started off in Sanibel, and then decided to check out Fort Myers Beach and brought us here. Eventually bought property. They brought property down here, and in 2016, we bought a condo down here, and then just recently, 2018, we bought a house. And so now we have a house on Fort Myers Beach.
Oh, so you live right here on the beach.
Yes.
Very cool. And what got you interested in, obviously, you're both fit. What got you interested in eyeing the fitness center?
So I've been going there for, I think, about 24 years. I think I have my original 3 out of 5 day pass or whatever that I bought from Tiffany, which is the original owner, and just been going there ever since.
And so, Tiffany, like you said, she's owned it. Her and her husband before that have owned it for since it opened. I imagine it's over in the
25 years, I think.
Yeah.
The 7-Eleven, next to the 7-Eleven, about I would say a mile and a half down from us.
Yes.
And so how did you get down here?
So we're friends from home, and we came to
Okay.
visit with Bob and Shannon probably, 2 or 3 years ago, and we loved it. And we actually just bought our first house here in November.
Before things got too crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So having owned a fitness center once in our lives in Gateway, we weren't able to buy a house on Fort Myers Beach as a result of the fitness center. So obviously something else went successfully right in your life to be able to come down and buy a house.
So we actually own gyms in Iowa. That's what we do.
Aha.
That's what we've always done. We both went to school. We have exercise science degrees. My husband has a master's degree. When we finished school, we got married right away. Neither of us had jobs. We're like, he was personal training already. He wanted to open a gym. So we started actually in our basement in a house that we rented in Cedar Falls.
Very cool.
And then we just kind of grew from there. Now this is actually our 12th facility that we have opened or moved into. Our home gym, our first gym in Cedar Falls, Iowa, is a CrossFit gym. 12,000 square foot facility.
Holy moly.
We train a lot of
That's
high
big.
school athletes.
That is big.
So yeah, it's what we do.
Okay. And
We love
same thing. You're
For me, my wife and I, we own a company in Cedar Falls called Casting Cleaning, and we grind castings for John Deere Foundry. So,
aha.
yeah. So we've been doing that for 25 years as well. She's been at it a little bit longer than that. Bought it from our mother and father-in-law in 2008, and it's done well. It's done very
Do you
well.
plan to keep that, or
And we'll
you,
still keep that going. We've got 2 boys, 21 and 18, that
What?
they want to play in the game as well. So
21 and 18?
Yeah.
I would never have guessed that.
well, thank you.
You don't look like I do. I mean, so it looked like
you-
you. There's
and you
no
do.
way. Yeah. So very
thanks.
cool. Are they down here with you, or they're up there
So
running
our
the show?
oldest just went back about 4 days ago or so, and the youngest hasn't been back down here for a couple months, but he'll make his way down.
So
we
what?
spend a lot of time down here.
Yeah. I mean, how can you not?
Right,
we apologize. It was her idea to sit out in the sun.
that's
To
fine.
No, we
you
need
guys,
to get the
making you
umbrella.
guys sweat like
No,
this.
that's
So
good. We're
yeah.
used
We
to
like
it.
to
yeah.
Yeah.
So did you have to pry the place away from Tiffany because was she ready to?
So obviously COVID helped push that a little bit.
Yeah.
So we started on this, was it last October?
Yeah.
No, it's probably before that.
Well, the October before COVID. Yeah.
One of the things you learn
Sorry.
when you're down here in Times Square is the ATM machine does not just
We should've
let money
told
out
you.
slowly.
Sorry.
Money out.
And so it's like a show. We wait to see how far the money will fly
mean,
out on a windy
Really,
day.
they need to put a camera
There's a guy
up
behind there that's
Right.
shoving the money out. And
because
He's got a fan.
on
Yeah.
a windy day,
at least it
we'll
works,
see
right? At
people
least money comes
scrambling.
out. He just got charged $90
Right.
to pull out his $20 because that's how convenient it is. But anyway, You guys missed that on the Facebook there, but that's one of the funny things. Everybody at the tables watches for.
We
Let's see how
kind of
far it
just wait
flies out.
for it to happen.
So anyway, sorry to interrupt, but so you were saying the COVID helped with the situation
so,
at every gym, really.
For about 10 years, I guess, and started off kind of jokingly because I love the gym so much that I would ask Tiffany if she'd ever want to sell it. Would she sell it to me? And she's, no, she's not ready. And then COVID hits, and we're in conversations about it just before that. And before we could close, it hit and shut her down. And so that really pushed things along with how vulnerable the business is and the gym is for being shut down. And it's, it's not her only livelihood, I don't believe, but it is a large portion of her livelihood. Yeah. So
she did such a great job there. I mean, people loved her, and she's the kind of owner you need to be to own a small fitness place like that. You got to be there all the time, or you have to have people that you trust in the morning to open for you so that you can come in a couple hours late. And she was all of that.
Yep. And she had some great plans like flexibility within the gym to meet the unique needs of a beach gym. Now, do you guys plan on continuing some of those things? What is your plan?
Yeah. So when my husband and I first came here, we love to work out on vacation. It's nice to go work out and not be in charge. Right. So we first went in there and we're like, this place is awesome. And our biggest thing when we travel and we go on vacation is finding a gym that's super accessible. We can kind of go do what we want. And we're like, this would be the perfect place for a 24-hour facility.
And it wasn't 24 hours at the time.
It was not.
No. So we've made that transition. There's some really cool technology that works with our membership software that allows people that access. But also, like you said, as gym owners, like I understand the need for like having that contact and the
people want to see you.
Yep. So that's one thing, like we've built online programs at our home gym, and that's something that I want to make available here. Like I do nutrition at home. We have an online nutrition program. We have online fitness programs. Like he said, we'll be here all the time.
Yeah.
Even though we don't necessarily live here and we won't be there every day. Like,
Did you see a bump in membership when you went to 24 hours? Because that makes it so convenient for anybody. And people do go work out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's because I've come down here. I mean, obviously 25 years. So I've seen all the months, and just within the last 2 years of how slow June, July, August, September can be. So for us now, it's super exciting, obviously, to own a business that people are at. I mean, there had to be days where there would only be a couple people that would ever come in. The accessibility to the gym now with 24 hours, everything is positive about people, wait staff. We went in there the other day, came across the street from the Junkanoo, had some drinks over there, kind of celebrated with the 4 of us, and walked across the street. Obviously, we leave all our lights on, everything's ready to go, and there was 3 or 4 waiters and waitresses in there. We went in, said thank you for coming to the gym, and they said thank you guys for being open, because otherwise we have to get up. We get off work and we either go to the gym or not go to the gym, but we either go to bars and drink.
That's what I was going to say. Right.
Or we go home.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to hear that story from them that
to given a healthy option.
The ability to make a choice to say, all right, I'm not going to go out tonight. I'm going to the gym. It's open.
Right.
And one of the challenges in the fitness industry is trying to stay up with the equipment because it's constantly changing and getting better and newer, and people need to have all the newfangled iPads and whatever screens. And I'm guessing you brought in some new equipment and there was some investment there as well.
There was. We made a little transition. I know people love the machines, so we kept most of them.
Right.
Rearranged a little bit, laid some new floor. We did put up a 24-foot rig, so we have some pull-up bars and some more squat and bench space. But right now, that we brought in a little bit more. Yeah.
Got a couple of assault bikes in there. So as that equipment, as the ellipticals and the treadmills go down, that's when we'll make the upgrades, not the initial. Right off the bat, we kind of thought that was, if it's working, let it work. And there's an awful lot of people that are dedicated to a piece of equipment that almost calls it as if it's their own.
Yeah.
So
they get in a routine and they stick with it because if they feel it's working for them, why change?
Right.
And so what are the price points and all that? If people want to come down, what are the specials that you have for anybody new that knows you're now? I don't even know. Did they close at 9 or 11 before you went 24? So
she was closed at 5 every day. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, it was only open from 9 to 1.
Oh, 5. Wow. That's really early because that's an after work crowd that really you're missing out on. But
so right now we have 1 day, 1 week, 1 month memberships. The daily pass is $15. The 1 week is $50. And then the 1 month we do have local member pricing. So people from Fort Myers Beach get a $45 a month rate. And then anyone that would come on vacation and that would want a month-long pass is $75.
Yeah, take all their money because it's totally convenient to them. That's for sure. And they have the money or they wouldn't be coming here.
I mean, we say the same thing when we go out and you go buy drinks. If all four of us go and buy some drinks right now, you're going to spend more than that than what a membership would cost to be there
for a month,
whenever you want for a month.
Right.
So it really, truly is. If you're dedicated to fitness and you want to do that, even when you're on vacation, we always go. So
yeah, I mean, if you're on vacation and you're eating and you're drinking, you might want to go
beforehand. Always beforehand.
I mean,
it justifies it a little bit.
I mean, then it's like,
now,
let's go.
Have you guys joined the chamber yet? Because if you haven't joined the chamber yet, there's a huge advantage to joining the Chamber of Commerce. You'll meet a ton of people. They have after hours businesses or after hours business after hours and lunches, and it would be great to have one at the gym to have people come down there. And I mean, and Jackie at the chamber is great. She's a wonderful person. She's helped us meet a ton of people and helped with the show. Being a chamber member is worth, I think it's $300 a year, and it's worth every single penny. You get it back quickly. So
I actually just I got an email yesterday from, is it Sherry?
Yep. They're great. And so have you met a bunch of new people down here, or what? So how do you like it? And
we have. I mean, every day that we go in there, if it's not even just for our own workout, it's just to go fix something or finish something or whatever. So we're constantly meeting new people, which is exciting for this time of year. Like I said, right now, you assume that it's going to be dead, and then we'll have 6 people come in a 30-minute period to come in and work out. And half of them we know, that live locally, and the other half are people that are just visiting.
Right. The 4th of July, too, is going to be huge down here, especially here in Times Square. I know we're doing a special show down here at the 4th of July, and there's just going to be a ton of people down here. And if you guys have giveaways that we could help give away or anything that we can help out with, for sure. And, one of the things that we didn't really talk about was the nutrition part. And maybe you can touch on how that's really 90% of. You can go to the gym all you want, but if you're not going to eat right, you're going to drink beer every day, you're going to be fat.
That's right.
And so why don't you help people out with that?
So nutrition is, I have found, and so this is my 12th year in the business. And for a long time, I didn't talk about nutrition because it's so hard and it's so different for everybody, and it's emotional, and it's just hard to navigate. So about 3 years ago, I started a nutrition program at our gym. I wrote it myself, and it's really just about finding balance and learning how you can eat that fits your lifestyle, but also getting what your body needs. So we start typically with food tracking, counting macros, just because most people don't know what they're eating from day to day and what they need. So it's a 12-week program. Over the course of the 12 weeks, they really learn what their body needs and how to fuel themselves. And then just find that balance. So they're not always feeling like they're restricting or always trying to lose weight. Like, if you eat the right things and you do the right things day to day, your body it'll respond.
One of the things, take the vacation part out of it, or when you're supposed to be having fun or eating and drinking, but the things that I try and tell, or we used to try and tell people, was you go ahead and write down what you're eating. They say, I eat right. And you say, go ahead and write down what you're eating for 3 days. And let me show you how many calories that is. If you think you're eating right, I mean, and then changing from there is a whole different story, because if you don't get into a lifestyle where you're doing it every day, it's tough.
Exactly.
But it really is interesting to watch people write it down.
Well,
okay,
and
so
you also have to find that balance. Like, you keep a super restrictive diet. Me, not so much. I mean, because
I think I'm going to just eat chips tonight, is what you said last night.
And yesterday I had a red velvet cupcake and it was delicious, but I had one. I didn't have 6, and then I ran this morning and I'm old.
Enough bragging about
like you said, it's finding the balance, because I think that's the thing. People are like, you don't,
how do you maintain
it's not fun, and you need to make it fun and enjoyable and educational so that it will be something that people do for their lifetime.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I think the food tracking can help with. It can help you figure out, like, okay, that's pretty bad for me. Is it worth it? And can I counteract that somewhere else in my day? Make some transitions and
make some
it work.
Substitutions and how to make things. A lot of times people don't realize, hey, this would taste the same, just put this in, and you're gonna save a little there, and you're gonna save a little there, and improve your health in so many ways.
Jeffrey says he loves the new equipment. So whatever new equipment you have
Awesome.
in there, he loves it. So,
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
more
More to come.
Yeah. What was I gonna
I
say?
don't know. You need more ginkgo
I
or
know,
whatever
I
it is from memory.
do forget a lot of things.
Carrots?
So,
I don't know.
you know what was cool was there was a couple of folks that come down and see us every Saturday, and they left a few weeks ago that go to the gym religiously, and they had heard that Tiffany was selling and that you guys were coming down, and they're a little older, and but they love the gym. One of the things that's I think tough for the older generation, maybe you guys could talk about this, especially down here, is not to be intimidated when they go in, and you should come in at any age because it will help you live longer.
Absolutely.
And so how is it not an intimidating atmosphere where people are going to go in and worry about, too many mirrors or people grunting in the corner? One of the things that the first things that we put up in our gym was there's no throwing the weights or no grunting.
Correct.
And occasionally you have to kick some jackass out because they scare away the other. You want people in there feeling comfortable.
We've had a little bit of an experience with that already with a couple people, and I think we nipped it in the butt really quick. So hopefully they understand that they're not the only ones in the gym. For the older people or the people that aren't comfortable working out with other people, I think that's the benefit of this 24 hours is that if they do see a bunch of cars out front and they say, all right, maybe this is not my time right now.
Right.
But or to be able to just walk in again with that kind of access, you can walk in there and decide, I don't want to be in here because I've got a bunch of people. We don't really have, we have free weights, obviously, with this rigging system, but it'll be controlled. And then we have a deadlift platform that'll be with bumper plates. So that you're not going to have the big clanging and banging around like a meathead gym.
Right.
But we've got a lot of that pin select stuff for the older people or people that are more comfortable with kind of hiding over off to the side. Moving their weights around without loading plates onto machines. So
when we first opened our gym, it felt like it was the last Ali Frazier fight. It was so long ago, but the nice thing about it back then was there wasn't a gym on every street corner, and the competition was 5-7 miles away.
Right.
And then it just exploded. And there's an LA Fitness, and there's Round the Clock, and Gold's Gym and World's Gym were still hanging on at the time. And then it was $19 a month or $9 a month. It's nice for you guys to be the only one on the beach, really.
Absolutely.
And but the fitness industry, maybe it's different where you guys are from. It's crazy. It's crazy competitive, and it's cutthroat, and it's about, unfortunately, when we were open, if somebody didn't come to the gym for a few months, I'd call them and say, hey, I'm going to cancel your membership. I'm going to give you the last month back because you're stupid. You're wasting your money. Right. Now the goal is to get as many people that don't come to sign up and steal their money.
Planet Fitness or
yeah. And so
same deal.
What's it like? How competitive is it now?
So I feel like we're kind of in a different market in the fitness industry since we are a CrossFit gym and we have sports specific training and we do a ton of personal training. We're not your typical Planet Fitness or Gold's Gym or, Anytime Fitness or whatever. We're totally different. And it's really, truly about the community that you get when you come into the gym. And I think people used to join our gym for the coaching, which we have an amazing staff. We have 7 full-time salary staff back in Iowa, and people started for that. But then once they start, they come for each other, and it's amazing. And I want to see that here too.
Personal training is so much more about therapy than it is about anything else. People just want somebody to tell their personal stories to and their life stories.
I think Armin knows that quite well.
We both.
Some things they shouldn't be telling either.
I literally had a woman, I won't mention her name, that would come, and I finally said to her, we actually really should, lift some weight. And she looked me dead in the face. She's a good friend of mine. She goes, I'm paying you. If I want to sit on the machine and talk,
Take
and
it.
I'm like, all right, well, I just had to for ethical reasons, put
stop.
that out there.
Yeah.
Please.
And we do want personal trainers in here, and I am searching because I think that it's huge and it's important.
Well, that's
and
good
that
to
will
know.
help make
How do you
feel
want people to come in and talk to you about that? What do they need to have as far as experience? And
they need a certification, they need liability insurance, and I'll sit down and talk to anybody that's interested.
not to make a little thing of it, but getting certified for personal training is not like getting a law degree. It's something that can be taught quickly or learned quickly.
Well, I think
but that doesn't mean you're going to be good at it right at the beginning.
There are a variety of certifications, and there are some that are above others.
I agree. And I have also learned, my husband and I talk about this often, no matter how prestigious your degree might be, that also, it kind of works the other way too, right? Like that doesn't mean you're the best trainer. I would love to see some people in action.
Yeah.
And
Gotta have
see their
some personality,
application.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think
And
that's important.
it doesn't ever hurt to look the part. I mean, people want to be trained by
True.
people who look like they're doing the work.
Yes, absolutely.
Like a nutritionist.
Right. Did we miss anything? Is there anything else you want people to know about the gym? It's more a fitness center than a gym, but
Absolutely.
yeah.
It's just, please come. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't know that the gym is there. So we have business cards that we've made out, or Sarah's made out, that we're going to go and hit all the resorts. We'll hit the bars, restaurants, everybody. And it is so easy to be able to take the card, be able to scan. If you want to.
Yep. You just purchase your membership online. Since we don't have
Oh, cool.
staff, it's not like you can walk in and pay for it there. You just do it online. You get an email that tells you exactly how to access that door. It's super easy. But my website, my email address and my phone number are right on the website.
And
she lost the coin flip, so her number's on the door.
and
I'm the nicest one.
the website is hammerheadgym.com, right?
Hammerheadgymfmb.com.
fmb.com.
Yep.
Well, anything we can do to help, maybe we can go down and do some workouts
Absolutely.
too, dear, and
Yeah, we'd
see
love
if
to
we
have
can
you.
lift any weight down there. So thank you guys for coming on.
Thank
We
you
hope
for
to have
having
you
us.
back in a
Thank
few
you
months
so
or
much.
so and let us know how it's going. So